All right, kids. Good morning. Today is the 27th, but you won't be getting this for another week. So, what I wanted to give you an update on the turkeys. Remember, we had some turkey eggs, and I had a chicken egg. Well, this morning I came in and I could hear something peeping from the incubator. So I checked it, and I believe that I have the chicken egg that's gonna be hatched first. But anyway, here is the incubator. All right, and you can see it's 37.5 degrees centigrade or Celsius. Anyway, here's the eggs. Now this brown one here, that's the chicken egg. I wanted to see if it would hatch. The rest of them are turkeys, and you won't be able to hear it right now. But if you take up one or pick one of these up, and I can hold it to my ear, and I can just hear some tapping from the inside. That means there's a turkey there. So hopefully in the next few days, I can show you some live turkeys that have hatched out. And then as soon as we can get back together as a school, I can bring them up there and maybe we can see them if they hadn't grown too big by then. All right, now let's do some math. All right, today we're looking for tens. Remember, I told you that math is the science of patterns. And so anytime we can find a pattern, that would be my granddaughter. Anytime we can find a pattern in math, that means there's something that we can make predictable and we can reproduce that. So what I want to do now is, when you're adding, is to look for tens here. So right now we know what makes 10: 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 and 6, 5 and 5. So there's only a few numbers that add up to 10, and those are easily memorized. All right, so let's look for 10 in this row of numbers, and it'll make all these added up. I mean, we can add up 4 plus 7, that's 11, plus 5, that's going to be 16, plus 8, that's going to be 24, plus 7 is 27, plus 1 is 28. So we know it's going to be 28. But let's see if we can do it without having to do all that hard adding. All right, so let's see. We know that we've got 3 and 7. And, all right, so now what else makes, so that's 110. So we know that's 10. Now what else we got? Well, let's say we got a 4 and a 5 and a 1. So we've got 4 plus 5. That's going to be 10 plus 1. So 4 plus 5 is 9. Plus 1 is 10. That's another 10. And then we've got an 8. So it's left over. And so the answer is 20 plus 8. So that was a lot easier way than having to do this by blunt force, is a way to look at it. All right. Now let's do another one. We have this line of numbers, and let's see which ones we can add up to 10. So there's a 9 and a 1. That's 10. We know that 5 and 5 is 10, so that's 10. And 6 and 4 is 10. The only thing we have left over is this 3, so we can circle it. And now we go 10, 20, 30, 3. 33. A lot easier than adding 6 plus 9 is 15, plus 5 is 20. It saves you a lot of time when you're looking at numbers. And as y'all know, if you have to put a whole lot of effort into math, it gets really boring. Wouldn't it be nice if you had a nice way to, speed things up a little bit? All right, so let's do another one. That's what this is. That's what I've been trying to teach you guys here the past few weeks, is try to how to speed up mathematical calculations in your head. All right, so now we got some 2-digit numbers, but we're not going to worry about those. We're just going to worry about the ones place. All right, so we've got let's see, there's a 3 and a 7, that's 10. We got a 5 and a 5, that's 10. And then we've got an 8 and a 4. Well, shoot, that's more than 10. But that's okay. So what we're going to do, 8 and 12 is 4. We knew that. So that's 12. All right, so if we just add this column of numbers up, that's going to be 32. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this 2 and leave it here, and we're going to carry 3, just like we normally do. Now this is going to be pretty easy to add up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 82. And we've added it without having to do a lot of effort. All right, so one final one here. We've got these large numbers here, and I did that for a reason. All right, so we look at our ones place, and 6 and 4, that's 10. All right, and 0, that's 10. So since we're going to have to carry 1, we're going to put the 0 here. Take this 0, and we're going to put it right there. And we know we'll carry the 1 from the 10. So now, if we look at this row of numbers, if we had a lot more numbers, we could use this. But look at 2 plus 3 plus 5, that's 10, right? Plus 1 is 11. So 11. And we did it without having to add 1 plus 2 plus 3, that's 6, plus 5 is 11. So there's an easier way of doing things that you've been taught to do all through elementary school and all through middle school. So what I've got for you today is, and this won't take you long if you use the method that I've shown you. And it won't take you long if you want to do it just by brute force. So remember, use the ones digits or the ones place and see if you can find tens and just write it over here. These first two are going to be so simple. Obviously, 9 and 1 is 2. You carry 1, that's 3. All right, then the rest of them are not going to be much more difficult. So good luck, guys, and I will let you know when we've got turkeys. Y'all have a good day.